This is an alternative method to record the synthesizer part using the rhythm grid that we used when we learnt about syncopation. Begin by looking at the orange zone column and tapping on the synthesizer square. Tap again, and this time instead of pressing record, press edit. Then tap in the timeline at the top and press edit. Now you can see the piano roll editor that we used earlier on in the course. You can also see that in each of the 4 bars there are 8 columns. If you compare that to the rhythm grids that we used earlier in the course, you can see that they also have 8 columns. So we add a green box wherever there was an X, and wherever there was a gap in our chart, we leave a gap in GarageBand. Turn on the pen tool and tap on the screen. Because we're working in C minor, it might be helpful to put all the notes on a C. There's the first one at the beginning of bar 1. It's too long because it covers 2 columns, so I'll hold my finger on the end of the green block and trim it. Now GarageBand will remember that I'm wanting to create blocks of that length. Continue to add blocks where the other X's were in the rhythm. When you've completely entered the rhythm, switch off the pen tool. Now look at the notes that are in our minor scale. These are the only notes that you must use, but now is the time to move your green blocks onto the notes from the scale. How do you know that they're in the right place? Well, listen to it. Something doesn't sound quite right. It's because I've got some notes on this key and E isn't in the key of C minor. It would be E flat. So let's edit those. Remember when we designed these rhythms before, bar 1 and bar 3 were the same to create an ABAC structure. So try to do the same here. So I'm happy with that now. But the only way I was able to create that is by thinking about which notes were in the scale, and also once I'd begun to put the rhythm notes into the shape, I needed to keep listening to it and listening over and over again to check that I was happy with how it was going. Once you've done that, press done. and press done again. Now you can rewind the session to the beginning and listen to the two loops for the orange zone play together by pressing the orange zone button. Press the orange zone button again to stop. Now, it doesn't matter which method you use to enter the synthesizer part. Use a method that you're most comfortable with. However, it must be a syncopated rhythm, and it must only use notes from the C minor scale.